Good morning! We're going to the farmer's market. I've been craving some sourdough bread and we're out of honey and we need some veggies. So let's go do it.
Getting a parking ticket. Now, in the street, we're crossing to get to the farmer's market. In the market, there are different stands with colorful fruits and vegetables. The camera moves to show close-ups of celery, carrots, and leafy greens. Now we hold a bag of potatoes. In another booth, there are microgreens. We show a microgreen container and we put it in our shopping bag. Now we see different varieties of apples. We grab the bag, pay the vendor, and move on to the bakery. The camera moves to show different baked goods on the booth. A close-up view of the bread that we got from the bakery. Now we walk towards the car. I get closer to the car and I open the door.
Let's eat some bread. Guys, I was having a conversation with a guy that was selling microgreens. I was filming and pointing my phone at the microgreens and everything. I was not filming. I did not click the record button. Well, it happens, so let's go home. Hello! Why, baby? Look at that butt. Look at that butt. Look at that butt. Look at that face. Such a cute dog, aren't you? Yeah. Here's the first meal that we made from the farmer's market haul. So I got a knife here. I'm gonna cut the sandwich because it's big. I'm gonna cut it in half. Taste test. I'm gonna write the recipe down for you guys if you want to try it. It's basically sourdough bread. I toasted it with olive oil and fried an egg as well in the same pan. I put some everything but the bagel on the eggs and salt on both the egg and the bread. I mashed half of an avocado with lemon juice and cumin, which is cumin. I think that's basically it, and then I put the microgreens on top. It's just simple and delicious and healthy. So this is what I made today. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it's really yummy. The components that I added that we got from the farmer's market, it's arugula. We thought it's spinach, but it's spicy, kind of peppery, so I think it's arugula. I first put the arugula and then put lemon juice on it, like a quarter of a lemon, and sumac, which is a Middle Eastern spice. I would describe it as lemony or bittery lemony. It's good. I like it. In the stove, I had some chicken wings I cooked the other day. So I kind of took them off the bone, shredded them, put them on the pan with olive oil, and then put quinoa on top that I also prepped the other day. I mixed a spicy pepper sauce called harissa. I added a little bit of water because the quinoa was dry from the fridge. After that, I took it off the stove, put it on top of the arugula, put a big scoop of Greek yogurt, and then I put sauerkraut. I'm a happy girl if I have sauerkraut and kimchi in the fridge. I really like to add them to my meals as a crunchy, soury thing, and it's really good for you. And lastly, final touches was I put a little bit of white pepper. I put dried thyme. I crushed it between my fingers and I kind of sprinkled it on top. It gives it a little bit of a yummy herby taste. And that's my Monday lunch slash dinner. Let's take a bite. I kind of like just to mix it all together. It's a high protein meal because of the chicken wings and the Greek yogurt. I'm wearing a bathrobe because I took a shower. I just diffused my curly hair before I made this meal. I'm really happy when I have kombucha or spindrift, like some sort of sparkling spindrift flavor water. And that's my lunch slash dinner. Here are the two things that I'm using from the farmer's market. The arugula, or I think they are arugula, carrot. I used one of those carrots. Cut it into sticks. Frozen peas from the store, egg, millet and rice noodle, the Asian sauce that I put together. 1 part of arrowroot starch mixed with 1 part of water. for thickening oil, and I have toasted sesame oil and a lemon. I have a spoon of miso. I'm putting it in a chicken of bone broth that I made yesterday. I am waiting for the broth to boil, and then I'm gonna put the noodles in. A little bit of avocado oil on the pan here. First, I'm gonna put the peas. Carrots are in. The water is boiling, so I'm gonna drop the noodles. Mixing the vegetables over here. I'm gonna break the egg, the arugula in. Separate the noodles a little bit. Perfect. They're already soft and separated. Drop the sauce mixture in. And because there's a lot of yummy bits left in here, I'm gonna drop some hot water in it to extract the yummy bits without burning myself. Before I put this noodles, I'm gonna put the thickening starch. Basically will thicken the sauce, and then I'm gonna drop the noodles. I'm gonna mix everything to combine. I'm surprised that not much fell on the cutting board. Also happy and grateful. I'm gonna squeeze a quarter of a lemon in there. Lemon piece in there, cause yummy, why not? My phone has died, but I'm back. I had to charge it a little bit, so I didn't eat anything yet. I'm so hungry. The last touches is a little bit of kimchi, a tad bit of toasted sesame oil. Wow, that's more than what I wanted, but that's okay. That is our Wednesday's lunch / dinner, stir fry with egg. It looks delicious and it smells even more delicious. I'm gonna go watch Big Bang Theory and eat this. You guys, I am weakly hungry. You know that feeling when you're weak and hungry? So I'm so excited to dig in and eat this yummy meal. I want to tell you how I made this. I just put the two pieces on top of each other so it's like a big yummy sandwich. First, I scrambled 2 eggs on olive oil. The 2 spices I mixed with the eggs are everything but the bagel and nutritional yeast. Let me take a bite actually. I'm so hungry, I want to take a bite. Very, very pretty and good. I toasted the bagels, and then I made the guacamole by mixing half of an avocado with lemon juice and Camoon. Then I assembled. I put piece of bagel, avocado, the eggs. The toppings were the kimchi and the microgreens. And that is my brunch for Thursday. I'm going to actually watch the last season of Young Sheldon while I eat my brunch. I will check in with you next time I make something from the farmer's market. Hello again. This is Friday brunch. The only thing I added from the farmer's market, the carrots. I am so freaking excited for this one. The recipe asked for mayonnaise. I didn't add mayonnaise because my husband doesn't like it. So I was like, oh, if I want mayonnaise, I'll just add it afterwards. The recipe as well asked for cabbage. I didn't have cabbage, so I just used the carrots that I have. The recipe says 1/2 of a carrot. I just used a bunch of carrots. I first shredded the carrots and the ginger. The ginger did not shred very well in the food processor attachment. There was a clump of ginger when I took the attachment out, so I used the micro grater to do that. I honestly I followed the recipe, but not really, because a lot of the stuff in the recipe I didn't have, so I subbed of what I have. I'm gonna link the recipe down below and I'm gonna tell you what I did. I added 1/2 teaspoon of red wine vinegar as well as 1/2 teaspoon of coconut aminos, a dash of hot sauce, garlic powder. I think that's it. I cooked brown bison beef. I heated up some quinoa that I prepped a few days ago, and then I played my brunch. I put quinoa in the bottom, a little bit of bison, and then a big scoop of Greek yogurt, and then on top of it, it's the thing that I'm so excited about today, the carrot ginger slaw. Let's try that. It's pretty good, I like it. The only thing though, next time I will add more tanginess, maybe a squirt of lemon juice or something like that, but I am a lemon addict. I am also drinking lime spindrift. I will see you next time I make something from the farmer's market. Cheers! Good morning. Today is Saturday. This is what I made today for brunch. It's scrambled eggs tacos with kimchi. What I added from the farmer's market, it was the microgreens. I am hungry as usual. I'm gonna dig in. I also got a cup of coffee. The birds are singing outside and it's glorious. It's so pretty when I hear the birds singing. I really love it. I really like this taco meal. The kimchi specifically gives it a nice freshness crunch to it. The microgreens are so nutrient, healthy greens. That is my brunch for Saturday.
It's dinner time and we're using the baby potatoes we got from the farmer's market. I used a vegetable scrubber. I scrubbed them and then I put them on a towel to dry. I chopped them into wedges and then I put them in a big bowl. In the same bowl, I poured in a tablespoon of olive oil and different spices. Here is a trick for the rosemary. I like to crush it between my fingers to release the essential oils, and then I mix them all together to combine. I shredded a bunch of Parmesan cheese and then mixed it again to combine everything together. I lined a baking sheet with a wire rack because I want the potatoes crispy. And then I have my fingers shaped like a claw and I separate the potatoes to make sure each one of them have enough space. Opened the oven and then I put them in for 20 minutes on 450 degrees. Meanwhile, I prepped the other ingredients for my dinner. I put greens, lemon juice, sumac, massaged the greens, and then the potatoes were ready by then, so I did the poke test with a fork to make sure they're soft and ready to go. And they are. Look how pretty they are. They're very yummy and delicious. You guys have to try that. Then I topped my plate with black rice, potatoes, and the ginger carrot slaw that we made the other day. I added a big scoop of Greek yogurt and this is how it turned. You guys, I want to eat like this. My higher self, my best self, eats colorful, beautiful plates, healthy, nutritious food like this. My digestion system is so happy when I eat food like this. My stomach feels comfortable and happy.
Good morning. Today is Monday morning. Yesterday I had takeout with my husband's family, so we didn't make anything from the farmer's market haul. But this is what I made today. It's breakfast tacos. I added 2 things from the farmer's market in this meal. The microgreens. They're starting to go bad, so I'm trying to use them more. And I added the potatoes that I prepped the other day with you guys. How I made it: first I blended the eggs in the blender to make them really fluffy. I added salt, sage, and garlic. I cooked it in a pan like an omelette with olive oil. In the other pan, I warmed up the potatoes and the tacos. These are the Siete grain-free tortillas. They tear up very fast, but I use them. I added also Siete habanero sauce on top and cheese. And I'm so freaking excited to eat this. I'm also having breakfast coffee from the M&M mug that we got together when we went to New York a few years ago. I really like the kick of the spice that the Siete habanero sauce gives. I will check in with you guys as always next time I make something from the farmer's market haul. It's brunch time. I added 2 things in my brunch plate. So the first thing I added is the kale. I mixed it with the black rice I prepped the other day, and the bison I also cooked the other day. The second thing I added to this meal is the carrot slaw that we did the other day as well. This time though, I added the mayonnaise in it. So I put a little bit of mayonnaise and about half a squeeze of a lemon in a little ramekin. After I squeezed the lemon meat kind of just fell, so I was like, ooh, more lemon for me. You know that I like lemon a lot. So 2 toppings I put in here: yogurt and jalapeno roasted garlic sauce from Siete that I am very excited about. Let's dig in and try this. Very delicious. I really love the kick of the spice. I'm having a lime spindrift to go with the meal. This is lunch/dinner. For now, I'm gonna enjoy it and watch Big Bang Theory. I will check in with you guys next time. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning. This is my breakfast. I made an omelet. I mixed it in the blender because I tried that the other day and I figured that it really makes it fluffy and I really like it. I put sage, salt, and nutritional yeast to give it a little bit of cheesy flavor. I cooked it on the stove with olive oil, as well as I heated the potatoes we prepped the other day together in the same pan. I'm using the last bit of the microgreens we got from the farmer's market. Let's try this yummy goodness. Oh, I forgot to say, I also added the siete habanero sauce on the omelet. So let's try that. The omelet feels fluffy. I like that. I really love potatoes and eggs. Oh, and I got coffee as well. This time my husband made the coffee for us. Hello again. It's Thursday and this is my lunch. Doesn't look that appetizing, but trust me, it's really good. It's tuna on a slice of bread. The reason I'm having smaller meals because my doctor advised me to eat smaller meals, so I'm trying this because I've been having stomach problems, so I'm trying my hardest to have my meals on smaller portions divided throughout the day, which is not my thing really. I like to have bigger meals but like eat twice a day rather than having small meals and eat 4 times a day. But I'm gonna try to follow my doctor's orders, hoping it helps. Small inconvenient in the goal of having better digestion. That aside, I'm really excited to try this. So how I made it: took a bowl and then I put about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, squeezed half of a lemon, and then put the spices, which is white pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and cumin. Added sauerkraut, like a big spoon of sauerkraut. I chopped the kale that we got from the farmer's market also in that mix, so I mixed it all together. Then I opened a can of tuna, crumbled it with a fork, and then mixed it all together. On the cast iron pan, I put olive oil, a slice of bread, and I put that mixture of tuna salad thingy we made. I shared a little bit of cheddar cheese and I added it on top to melt and give it a nice yummy cheesy flavor. The last thing I put in there is a little bit of red chili flake, and this time sadly no kombucha, but I'm having a glass of water. Take a sip of that, and now I really am excited. Let's try this together. Wow, really good. I really like the contrast between the fatty tuna and the tanginess of the lemon. It really gives that a nice contrast. So that is the meal for today. I will meet you guys next time. Good morning. It's Friday. Tomorrow would mark the Saturday 2 weeks after we went. And the last thing we have here is the apples. My husband described them that they taste a cross between an apple and a pear. Also, I've been learning how to core the apple. It's learning progress. I'm not that good at it, but I'm better than the first time I did it. This is the last of the apples we had. We've been snacking on them all week long and we finished all the food that we got. I'm kind of happy because usually when I go to the farmer's market, I get lazy and I don't commit to eating something from the farmer's market every day, and unfortunately some of the food go bad. But from this video I learned if I use something, at least one thing every day, I will finish the food and it won't go bad. I'm gonna give my doggy an apple. She's gonna love it. Look at the camera. Say thank you guys and take the apple. Okay. You like it? I'm also having a cup of coffee. That's it, baby. That's all. You don't have more. She really likes it. Yes, good girl. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging with me today. And please let me know if you make any of these foods that I made in this video, or if any of them sounds good to you. I will see you in the next video. Bye. I'm sorry, Tuti. I'm gonna take the apple because you're staring at it like crazy.